Hello all. Today we are going to study about permanent tissue and its types. In the previous video, we have studied about meristematic tissues. Now the question arises, what happens to the cells formed by meristematic tissues? Permanent tissue is formed by differentiation of meristematic tissues. Cells formed by meristematic tissues lose the ability to divide further, and those cells take up a specific role for the plant cell and form permanent tissue. Permanent tissue is formed by differentiation of meristematic tissues. The process of taking up a permanent shape, size, and specific function is called differentiation. The meristematic tissues that do not undergo division further are called permanent tissues. The young and less specific meristematic cells stopped dividing and become more specialized by this process of differentiation. After being special cells, they form and they known as permanent tissues. So the formation of permanent tissue is from meristematic tissues. When meristematic cells stop dividing, they will be converted into permanent tissues. Now, how many types of permanent tissues are there? There are two types of permanent tissues. First is simple permanent tissue and the next one is complex permanent tissue. Now the question arises, why permanent tissue is divided into simple and complex? Simple permanent tissue is made up of similar type of cells, and complex permanent tissue is made of more than one types of cells. Now, how many types of simple permanent tissues are there? There are three types of simple permanent tissues. First is parenchyma, second is collenchyma, and third is sclerenchyma. Now, the structure of parenchyma tissue. All the soft parts of the plant body are composed of parenchyma tissues. Parenchyma tissues form the basic packing tissues of plant body. It is the most abundant tissue of plants and is widely distributed in various plant organs like roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, etc. The basic structure is made up of cells. They are living. They can be oval, round or polygonal. Few layers of cells form a tissue. It's a basic packing tissue of the plant. These cells are unspecialized, so they are present in all over the plant body. Cells have thin cell wall made up of cellulose. They have a central vacuole which is large and a peripheral nucleus with the cytoplasm. Cells are loosely packed, that's why they have intercellular spaces. Cells have large vacuoles for the food storage as well as waste storage. Functions of parenchyma tissues. As we know, parenchyma is the packing tissue of plant. All the soft parts of the plant body are composed of parenchyma. It forms the basic organs of the plant body such as roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, etc. It contains chlorophyll. It stores food material. It stores waste material of the plant such as gum, crystals, resins, tannin, etc. Parenchyma of stems and roots stores nutrients and water for the plant body. It gives buoyancy to the aquatic plants. It maintains shape and firmness of the plant body because it has proper turgidity in it. Let's know about special tasks of parenchyma. Parenchyma cells have some special modifications. When parenchyma cells contains chlorophyll, they perform photosynthesis and those parenchyma cells are called as chlorenchyma. So the tissue is chlorenchyma tissue. The next speciality of parenchyma tissue is it has large cavities and a special parenchyma tissue found in aquatic plants which encloses air cavities. These air cavities store gases and make the aquatic plants light and buoyant so that aquatic plant can stand and float properly on the surface of water. This type of parenchyma is called as parenchyma. The most important example of parenchyma constitution is lotus. After knowing about structure and functions of parenchyma tissue, you can check your knowledge on the basis of these questions. Now the first question is, what is parenchyma tissue? Parenchyma tissue is the simple tissue which is permanent tissue present in the plant body, and it is making the major parts of plant body such as roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits, etc. Parenchyma tissues have special tasks when they are present in some specific plants, such as if they are present in aquatic plants, parenchyma tissues are there. If they store chlorophyll, so chlorenchyma is there to help plant body. Now the next question is, parenchyma is known as permanent tissue. Why? Parenchyma tissue is the permanent tissue because previously we have seen that meristematic cells, they stopped growing, they stopped dividing, and they convert themselves into a permanent tissue. That is why they are having a specific size, they are having a permanent size, shape and permanent task. That's why this is known as permanent tissue. Parenchyma is simple permanent tissue. Why? Because they are made up of similar type of cells. What parenchyma does after modifying into a special tissue? Parenchyma performs photosynthesis, and parenchyma gives buoyancy to the aquatic plants after modifying into a special tissue. What are the names of parenchyma when it performs special tasks in the plants? When they perform photosynthesis, they are chlorenchymas. When they give buoyancy to the plants, they are parenchymas. So you can write these questions in your notebooks and revise these question and answers. I hope this explanation will help you out to understand about parenchyma's structure and functions, other characteristics. Thank you so much for watching. Study well all of you. Thank you.